So this is an area here that we need to put in a French drain. Previous owners, I'm not positive what they thought they were doing. Maybe it worked for them, but it didn't work continuously. So we had water seepage underneath the wall here into the room inside. So after getting some advice from various people, we'll be putting in a French drain to go around the corner here and shoot it back to a canal that's in the back. And I'm going to put a catch basin underneath this one downspout here. It seems to get an awful lot of water traffic when it rains hard. Of course, we have the occasional hurricane here, and that's the point where it usually does a little bit of flooding. So first step is to sort out what parts and materials I need and go get them. We'll be back. All right, so this is where the French drain will be going. As we talked about earlier, 12 inches down, 12 inches wide. And I got the perforated pipe right here in the back of the truck. We got the rock for the bed. I got some decorative rock for the other side of the house. And we'll go through here, go elbow, and I got a catch basin for here, coming off the gutter pipe. And then this is the problem area. I don't have any idea what the depth of the slope is, so we'll have to sort that out. Might end up having to dig up quite a bit to get the slope correct. I just don't know. I also don't know the condition. What I do know is it's plastic corrugated, and I think it runs right between these trees. All right, well, this is about 4 hours of work. I've got it basically down 12 inches. I got to still clean it up and square it off a little bit. And I followed the path of the old perforated to where it picked up with straight corrugated. And I discovered at one point something extremely heavy must have ran over a portion of it, because it just flattened it out and completely mangled it. So I've picked up the corrugated drain pipe, and I cut off the damaged area, and we shoved a water hose in there, and I verified that yes, it was coming out the back, and it was coming out in a fairly good flow. So I don't think this is broken. I just don't think that it has the proper depth and the proper slope, of course, along with that, because at some point up here I'm at probably 12 inches to the top of it. Then I get to here, I'm at 6. And then, of course, here I've got this big dip under another drain pipe coming out of the washer area, going to a dry well that's right here. There's a vent tube. I can easily move the vent tube, and I can straighten out this dip. But I have a feeling what I'm going to need to do is follow this back pretty much the whole way and rebury it deeper to give me the right slope all the way from the front. So that's what I'm doing, besides verifying that there's no further damage. And I don't really know what is happening here, but I suspect it's going to curve around the edge of the sidewalk area here, and then go right between those trees. And of course, we know what's between those trees, and that's why I got the Sawzall. I'll be doing a lot of cutting. So 4 hours work, we get this far. It's probably maybe 30 feet. Probably another 60 maybe to go. So still working on it. We'll be back.
We have the digging part done. Have to dig this trench all the way down to the canal. And hopefully it's deep enough and sloped enough. We did rent a trencher to try to help, but it didn't do much because of all of the stupid roots. It wouldn't hardly eat through any of them. So we ended up having to do it by hand anyway. Mm-hmm. So, anywho, this is where it all starts. Down there by the canal is where it will end. So we just have to prep this still. Then put the pipes together. There's the pipe master.
Laying the pipe.
Trench master. All the other type of masters. I just know I call him master and he calls me slave.
Alright, well this is where we left off last night. We got the perforated pipe down, started putting the rock on it, but I didn't want to fill it in completely until I got the next section on, which is going to the catch basin, which will be right here. So I'll come around here through the catch basin and back out. We think we are close to getting the slope right. I'm sure there's going to be more digging. And we also discovered that the trencher does not do a darn thing with roots. So we ended up using a sawzall and shovels. That eventually worked good. So we've got it all dug out. We got all the old corrugated out. And also the trencher does not like corrugated pipe. So we might have to take this area right here down a little bit more. I'll have to wait till I get a level out here. But this is what it looks like so far. We'll be back. Okay, so the main French drain portion of the perforated pipe is buried. And of course it's coming over here. We could not use the catch basin because the openings in the catch basin were much higher than the slope of the actual drain pipe itself. So it just wasn't going to work. So we put a couple of sections of perforated pipe right here, and now we're running into a running out of rock situation. But we're around the corner almost, and after that it's going to be a piece of cake. Now we just got to sort out the rock. We'll be back.
This is it so far. I had to rethink it a little. Okay, there it goes. Here we are for our fourth trip to the gravel pit. 2 were uneventful, and hopefully this one will end in some results.
Does that make any sense?
Yes.
We came here once and they were closed the day before Thanksgiving.
And we came here one other time just to check it out. So this is the second time we're actually going to be getting some gravel.
Let me talk to what's the thing here.
Okay, I'm turning it off.
All right, we just got back from the gravel place. Got another half yard of 1-inch lime, and that'll finish up this area here and right here. And we did get a little bit further on getting the pipe laid. We got to the first major curve here before we ran out of gas. Then there was Thanksgiving. So this is the day after Thanksgiving, and we're picking it up again. Chris just went off to get some 45 degrees. We'll need a couple more. And I'll start digging some more here. Once we get past that tree, the downward slope's gonna really help. Natural slope. We'll be back.
Okay, so this is the final end product, whatever you want to call it. So we had to wait for some pieces to come in from Home Depot, or from Amazon. Yeah, Amazon. So
Yeah, we had to use adapters here to go from 4 to 4 just to help with the angle. The 45s were too much.
listen to this guy. I'm the interviewer. He's the interviewee.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got the whole stretch done.
The whole stretch.
And got it extending out over the canal. But we did have to use the flex adapters in 2 positions, just simply because we didn't have any other way to get an angle.
Yep. And then we've already got this area covered in up here. It's such a back-breaking, ass-killing job. You'd think I'd be skinny by now, but no. So that part's all covered. And around the corner is where we have it covered with gravel. What a chore. Everything takes us 10 times longer. See, that's the gravel where the trench starts, so that when the water pours in there, it flows all the way out and down this way. So pretty much all done. Now we just have to fill it in with all that stupid dirt. So that's next. Hopefully we won't have any more issues with drainage. If we do, we're just gonna end it all. Anywho, that's about it. There's the man with the plan. Well, here it is, people, all finished. That's the man finishing up. Took us about 2 hours today to fill in the trench, rake it out. All the way down to the canal. Pain in the butt and in the back. But at least it's done. We can say we accomplished something. And we had to empty about 6 wheelbarrows or so of fill down here because it had a lot of rocks in it. So we couldn't use it. But that's about it. Somebody's got a dog down that way. And they have a dog down this way. Good gravy.